Hello, and welcome to another London walk. Today we're going to be walking from Wood Lane Station, which is on the Piccadilly line, to Westfield White City Shopping Centre. Wood Lane Station was opened in 1907 by the L.A.M.P. NR Railway as part of its route between Hammersmith and Shepherd's Bush stations. It became a junction for the Central Line in 1908, when it was extended westwards towards Acton Town. The station has been rebuilt several times since then, as more lines have been added. And today you can see that there are 2 platforms for the Piccadilly line trains, and 1 platform each for the Central Line and Elizabeth line services. So let's get started with our walk. We leave the station through the ticket hall and head out into the street. This area used to be known as the Broadcasting Estate because it housed the BBC's headquarters here from the mid-1920s until they moved to Media City in Salford, in the north of England in 2012. But now this area is home to Westfield, White City Shopping Centre, the Olympic Studios, and some other media-related businesses. There were plans to demolish all these buildings after the Olympics, but public opinion changed them into what you see before us today. In fact, the original plan had been to build a new Olympic Park over the top of everything, with no regard at all for the history or heritage of the site. You might also notice that I'm wearing my mask again. I know many people don't wear masks anymore, but it seems like COVID cases are rising again, so I thought, better safe than sorry. As we continue along the road, you will pass the Olympic Studios building on your right-hand side. If you look closely at the front of the building, you may spot the Olympic Rings logo. These studios hosted the gymnastics events during the 2012 Olympics. Continuing down the road, we come across the arches of the old train shed that once served Wood Lane Station. They have been converted into shops and restaurants since the redevelopment of the area. On the left-hand side, you will find the entrance to Westfield, White City Shopping Centre. But the shopping centre itself is located within the former broadcast tower, which was built in 1932. When it first opened, this was the tallest building in Europe. It remained so until 1963, when a taller broadcasting tower was constructed nearby. Although it is not very high nowadays, it still dominates the skyline around here. Within the shopping centre, there are hundreds of stores available, including fashion brands such as Zara, H&M, and Primark. There are also plenty of places where you can eat or grab a coffee if needed. At the end of the shopping centre, you will reach the outdoor plaza area, where there are benches scattered about, so you can sit down and relax for a while. To the right of the plaza, you will see the Pogolf Clubhouse, which offers golfing lessons and games using virtual reality technology. Just opposite Pogolf, you will find the entrance to the cinema. Here you can watch films either indoors or outdoors during summer months. Next door to the cinema is H&M Home Store, which sells homeware items. Across the road from H&M Home is another branch of Primark clothing shop. This particular store specializes in children's clothes, rather than adult ones. Finally, just beyond the cinema, you will discover an open space known as the Green Quarter. This green space features picnic tables, benches, and even a small stage for live performances held throughout the year. Thank you for joining me on this short walk around Westfield White City. Please feel free to share any thoughts or questions in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe so that you can see future videos.